Okay, this is the beginning of Childhood Memory Box Part 2. Like I said at the end of my last video, I wasn't expecting Part 2 to come this early on in what I recorded, but I'm sure if you're watching this, the first one was not boring, which is good. I feel like I'm rambling now. If you haven't watched the first one, go watch that first, but it doesn't really matter if you haven't because I'm basically just going through a box of my old stuff, which I found since I'm going through stuff while moving, so, yeah, doesn't really matter. But hey, okay, I don't know what to say now, so I'm just gonna get into it. Oh, this book about turtles, it's so worn because I read it all the time. I still love it. It's just like a nonfiction book about turtles, and I don't know. It was weird. I read it like a storybook. Like, I really loved this book. And I mean, it's not even like those kid nonfiction books where like you're following an animal through a story and they tell you about them. It's like legit, like just facts about turtles. But I love this book. I still love this book. This is fun. My sash. My brownie sash. I have a shirt too because my sash ran out of space. So I started putting badges on my shirt, but I'm not sure where that one is. See, these are the two badges that I showed before. These are my ones of them. They were the Brownie Sleepover and the Wonderland Challenge. Sponsored and Bounce. Oh, this badge was from when we went and we like basically played in a playground for sponsor money, like how long we played, people would pledge money to us. I don't know why anyone did that because we like didn't even do anything hard. We were literally just playing in a playground. But like, yeah, it was fun. Got a culture badge. I'm not sure what I had to do to earn that. World Thinking Day. That's cool. I got an entertainment badge. This is my little brownie pin. This is because I was in Imp. I was an Imp. And this is my little Sixer badge. And if you don't know what a Sixer is or an Imp, basically within brownies there were different groups. And it was like the leprechauns and the imps are like the only two I can remember. Because I had a friend who's a leprechaun and I was an imp. And basically the Sixer is the leader of that thing. Like I was the leader of all the imps. I was a seconder, but then I became a Sixer, which was really fun because I was just like the head and I did like stuff. Like you don't do that much, but it's still really cool and I was really proud that I got to be Sixer. I actually have a story of my first day as a brownie and it's so embarrassing. The thing, Jakarta, have a red nose day pin that's very gross and dirty and I don't know what happened to that. Have another brownie pin. 2010 brownie pin. I got an agility badge. The Big Brownie Takeover. We had a sleepover at school and we slept in the gym. It was the best. Celebrating 100 years of guiding. So that was like the 100-year anniversary of Guides. Guides is like the Girl Scouts of the British system because I went to a British school and so we went like rainbows, I did brownies, and then I was supposed to do Guides, but we moved as soon, like I had to go on this camp out to get into Guides and I hate camping. There was like a snake on the top of our tent the whole time, I swear. It was the worst. And anyway, so I was really excited. I had to go through that, but now I got to be in Guides and we moved. It was the worst. Adventure 100, that was another thing I earned at the 100 years celebration. Centenary Wacky 100 Party. I'm assuming I earned that at the same time. Yeah, because here's another 100 years of guiding badge. We earned a lot of badges on that. I think we had like I think it was like a weekend thing. It was fun. Christmas outing. Got the World Traveler badge. That suits me really well. And my birthday badge, because it was my birthday. My 9th birthday. I miss brownies. That was the best. I'm really sad that they didn't have it. Like then I moved to Brazil and there was an American system, but they had a Girl Scouts. Well, one person who was in my grade, her mom tried to run a Girl Scouts, but it didn't really work out, so there wasn't any actual Girl Scouts, and I was really sad. I have this keychain, which goes with, I actually have a keychain collection, and this one needs to be put with the rest of them. It's from NR, which is this place that we went for a school field trip in 5th grade, and then we went someplace else for middle school in 6th grade. I never went on a skills trip after that because it was the worst. Absolutely hated it. Bad experiences. Alex and Dad's sport book. I remember this. I keep doing this. I'm like, oh, I'm going to get in shape. I'm going to do sports. And it lasts like a week. And then I'm like, okay, now I'm done with it. And I keep picking up new things. Like there was this, and I would run laps and throw balls and practice chest throw. Ran 3 laps around the tennis court in 2 minutes and 4 seconds. I bet it would take 5 minutes now. I'm so out of shape. Ran 5 times around the tennis court, 2 minutes and 9 seconds. Wow, I improved. Sitting throw, 4.5 meters. Chest throw, 3.25 meters. Anyway, so I just had a few more. It didn't last very long. There's literally only 3 more pages after that, and then we kind of stopped. So that stinks. I'm trying to keep up with my most recent one is I'm trying to do Just Dance every day, but then I got sick for like 2 weeks, or was it like a week? I don't know. Anyway, I got sick, and after that I've been like catching up with schoolwork and stuff, and I haven't really had time, maybe if I didn't watch Netflix, but like whatever. Anyway, so after I got sick and couldn't do it, it's been hard. Like I need to start again because I stopped. Like it's kind of easy if I keep up with it, but if I have to stop for some reason or decide to stop, it's really hard for me to start again. So I need to start up with that again. Had camp journal. My diary, it's amazing. I don't think I knew how to write at this point. Look at this. Oh. Yeah, this entry, diary goals, right? Yeah. Summer camp, and it was a day camp, not an overnight camp. It's the only camp I've ever been to. And I just have one memory from there. Well, there's one memory that I come to mind first. There are a few things I sort of remember, but more like I remembered it, and I told my parents, and now they tell me. But one thing I actually remember is I was hungry, and they just gave me an entire bag of marshmallows to eat. So that was really cool. My parents weren't happy about it, but I loved it. It's like, here's a bunch of marshmallows for you to eat. And I was like, yeah. I have an autograph book, and there's like spaces for like pictures next to all the autographs. I kind of want to find the pictures and put them in so this can be complete. Let's see who I have. So it's for my 12th birthday. I have Cinderella, Princess Aurora, Rapunzel, Snow White, Homer. Not a Disney princess or person. It was my tour guide. I had my tour guide signed it at the end of the day. So, yeah. Alice, Mary Poppins, Stitch, Princess Tiana, I think. I don't know. Kind of hard to read. Ariel's my favorite princess, and look at her signature. There's a bunch of bubbles. I'm so happy. I have this from like some hotel I went to, I think. I have these from when we went on the trail thing in Boston, I think. Or something. Yeah, I think so, but I'm not really sure. Some card for a restaurant. This is from the country fair at my school. It's a bookmark. And the fairs there were so cool because we had a big school and we had a huge field, like huge. Like I think bigger than a football field, huge. Like maybe 2 of them. I don't know. It was huge. And we would have a bunch of, like we would have a raffle, which is really cool because I always won the raffle. I was just lucky. I don't know. I got a PS4 Go in the raffle. I got a huge stuffed animal. I got a bunch of cool stuff. I got a huge truck. Everybody wanted the truck, and then I got the truck, and I was like, yay. And there were a bunch of these games and things all over the field. They're stalled with games, and you could win a bunch of prizes, stuffed animals, huge piles of candy. It was the best. And yeah, there was a bouncy house. There was a bunch of cool stuff, but I never did the bouncy house. They had these places where you could like spray dye your hair, but I never did that because my mom didn't want me to dye my hair. And apparently she would have been okay with that because it's like super temporary, but I was always afraid I would get in trouble. So. There's this that was, I took this out when I looked at it yesterday. It was in a cup. It's me and my mom at Cristo Redentor, which is Christ the Redeemer, in Rio when we first moved there. It's seriously damaged, and I think I might want to put the photo in my diary or something. But that cup, yeah. I'm worried. Do you think that's a mold on it? I don't know. I'm not even sure I'm going to keep this yet. But for right now. And I have these. I'm not sure exactly what they are, but I'm going to go with bookmarks. And I think there's like a word that's in English. It's an animal, and then there's a word that's in another language, and I think it's Indonesian. But I'm not sure. They come from Amanwana. So it could be Indonesian or Malaysian or like somewhere around there. I don't remember exactly where that is, but I'm sure I can ask my mom and she'll be able to tell me. But water buffalo is bakat, wild boar is bawi, macaque is bote, and rusa deer is mayang. That's cool. You know what's really cool? The Indonesian word for water is air. 2 postcards are actually like a huge pile of them, but I just got 2. They're from like Machu Picchu. I got like a bunch of them, and I just never got around to writing them and sending them. So. Oh, a drawing I did. It looks like there's me or someone running from a school, and then there's a beach and a cliff or something. And then there's an ocean. It looks like there's a mermaid or something in the ocean. I don't even know what that is. Okay. Oh, cool. The only one I don't have here is Pooji's. I don't know what happened to hers. But I have our cards from Discovery Cove. And, of course, mine is the one with a giant line through it because, obviously, I got this Christmas card for my friend. And I would keep it if it had any note in it, but it doesn't. And so I'm probably going to sell it on eBay. It's really cool because it says Merry Christmas and it has Hello Kitty and a bunch of stuff. And jump. So yeah, who wouldn't love to get this for Christmas? My friend mailed it to me. I haven't talked to her in a long time. She lived in Japan at the time. I think she might have moved to England now. I'm not sure. She's awesome. She's the same friend who wrote that book with me. I should try and get in contact with her again because we were close at one point. So that is the end of part 2. I wasn't going to end it, but then I got 2 notebooks from when I was little, and I was like, oh, those would be cool if those started a video. And then I checked the time, and I was like, oh, it's at 13 minutes already? I better end part 2. So, yeah. So, for part 3, there will be notebooks from school from when I was in elementary school, and I was really tiny, and they were really fun to go through, and there were some pretty cool things in there. And there's this one point where a teacher was wrong, and I don't know if I didn't notice it at that point in time, but I was 20 times shyer then than I am now. So there's no way I would have pointed it out to her. I was so shy then, like you have no idea. I'm shy now, and then I was even shyer. If I had to go to the bathroom, I couldn't ask the teacher to go to the bathroom. That was like for some people, going out and speaking in front of an audience is terrifying and they feel like they're going to die. Yeah, I felt that way just asking the teacher to go to the bathroom. Or like asking the teacher anything, really. Or anyone in class. It was really awkward when I had to borrow a pencil because I didn't know what to do. I kind of just would sit there till someone noticed and offered. I kind of do the same thing now, honestly. I haven't improved that much. At least now I can ask to go to the bathroom. Sometimes. I'm way too shy for my own good. And this is becoming a very long end of video thing? Outro? I don't know. But yeah, okay, so come back for part 3.